Right, welcome everybody. If we could just gather around, we're going to make a start in a minute. Alright. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for being able to come up. We were a bit nervous about the weather. It is an outdoor wedding, so we thought up here would be a great spot to do it. Welcome everyone to the Happy Valley National Botanic Gardens. We are gathered today as friends and family for something very special. My name is Alex Bewley, and I welcome you to the marriage of Philip Go-Ing and Chloe Rose Hendricks. It is a privilege to be here to witness their commitment to each other, their love for each other, and to celebrate their achievements and success together. We begin with a special thank you to those who have travelled so far to make it today, particularly the Phillip family from Singapore. Your commitment, support, and dedication to this couple are deeply appreciated. Before we begin, I would like you to remind all in attendance to make sure their phones are switched to silent or turned off. Photos are definitely welcome today. However, guests are encouraged to keep the aisles free for the use of the professional photographers. Philip and Chloe have requested that they do not wish to have a processional, however, would like to come forward together with a big round of applause, so could we welcome them forward now? As Philip and Chloe look around, they see the faces of people they love who have shown support, friendship and guidance, all people they hold very dear to them. They also remember those who could not be in attendance or are no longer with us, and we hold them in a special place in our hearts as we celebrate today. Philip and Chloe are both game software designers. Philip worked in Singapore and Chloe worked in Australia. Fate would have it that they met each other for the first time at a business conference in Singapore, arguing over correct programming for a new game series. They agreed to meet up and settle their differences over a wine at night, which was the first date of the many to come. After constant communication on social media, Philip made the life-changing decision to take a working holiday to Australia, where Chloe was able to find him work at her firm. During the next few years, they would adventure around the world, cementing their relationship together. While they got to know each other, Chloe took little interest in Philip's hobby of golf, as he would always whinge of his sideways short game when he got home. He also disliked his mates always beating him. She says his snoring with his eyes open and full glass television stints were questionable. But Chloe fell in love with Philip's kindness and generous heart, and has a soft spot for his mosaic art. Philip has made this wedding table we see in front of us today. Philip didn't understand Chloe's hobby of porcelain doll making, explaining it would one day affect the well-being of their future children and their friends. But Philip loves Chloe's caring heart and how she keeps him in line. It was the 30th of April this year that Philip designed a unique game that, when completed, would give his proposal to Chloe to marry him, leading to this moment right now. What I'd like to do now is invite Debbie to come forward to deliver 2 readings for us.
Yes. This extract is from Captain Corelli's Mandolin by Louis Bernays. Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like volcanoes and then subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your root was so entwined together that it is inconceivable that you should ever part. Because this is what love is. Love is not breathlessness, it is not excitement, it is not the promulgation of promises of eternal passion. That is just being in love, which any fool can do. Love itself is what is left over when being in love has burned away. And this is both an art and a fortunate accident. Those that truly love have roots that grow towards each other underground, and when all the pretty blossoms have fallen from their branches, they find that they are only one tree and not two. Now the second reading is, and this is the Apache wedding prayer. Now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be shelter to the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be warmth to the other. Now there is no more loneliness, for each of you will be companion to the other. Now you are two bodies, but there is one life before you. Go now to your dwelling place, to enter into the days of your togetherness, and may your days be good and long upon the earth.
Beautiful, thank you, Debbie. I'd now like to invite up Nadia to share her poem.
Okay, this poem is called Love is a Great Thing by Thomas Kempis. Love is a great thing, yeah, a great and thorough good. But itself it makes that is a heavy light, and it bears evenly all that is uneven. It carries a burden, which is no burden. It will not be kept back by anything low and mean. It desires to be free from all worldly affections, and not to be entangled by any outward prosperity or by any adversity subdued. Love feels no burden, thinks nothing of trouble, attempts what is above its strength, pleads no excuse of impossibility. It is therefore able to undertake all things, and it completes many things and warrants them to take effect, where he who does not love would faint and lie down. Though weary, it is not tired, though pressed, it is not straitened. Though alarmed, it is not confounded, but as a living flame, it forces itself upwards and securely passes through all. Love is active and sincere, courageous, patient, faithful, prudent, and manly.
Thank you, Debbie and Nadia. We will now move on to the formalities of this ceremony, and under the Marriage Act of Australia, I am obliged to state the following. As a civil marriage celebrant, I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is a voluntary union of two people to the exclusion of all others entered into for life. In knowing this, I invite you to light your own candles in front of you now.
I haven't got a vote.
Fantastic. You have lit your candle and placed it on the outside of the circle to symbolise the journey you have taken to get to the place where we stand today. Today we are here to unite you to begin one journey together. Chloe, do you accept Philip to be your husband? Will you love him through the good and the bad, through the joy and the sorrow? Will you stand by him through whatever may come, so you can share your life together? Philip, do you accept Chloe to be your wife? Will you love her through the good and the bad, through the joy and the sorrow? Will you stand by her through whatever may come, so you can share your life together?
I will.
Family and friends of Philip and Chloe, are you willing now and always to support this marriage?
Yes.
Beautiful. You have already shared the last few years together, building and cementing a foundation of your love for each other. May the love you have built for each other continue to grow and strengthen, and may this day be remembered forever. Philip and Chloe, it is now time to share your vows with each other, and with them join your lives.
Repeating after me. Ready? I ask the people to be present to witness
I ask the people here present to witness
that I, Chloe Rose Hendricks,
that I, Chloe Rose Hendricks,
take you, Philip, go in,
take you to go in
to be my wedded husband,
to be my wedded husband,
to hold from this day forward
to hold from this day forward,
for better for
for better, for
worse,
worse,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and honour,
to love and honour,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
This is to you, my promise.
This is to you, my promise.
Read after me.
Yep.
I ask the people here present to witness
I ask the people here present to witness
that I feel
that I feel Chloe take Chloe Rose Hendricks to be my lawful wedded wife, to have and hold from this day forward, the better for
sickness and health,
for sickness and health,
to love and honour,
to love and honour,
as long as we both
as
shall.
long as we both shall live.
This is my promise to you.
This is my promise to you.
Now, as we all know, Chloe's has a 3-year-old daughter, Rose. Unfortunately, Rose has never met her father. We leave a special place for Philip to fill. Philip has written an important vow which he will repeat after me.
Rose, I have made promises to your mum today,
Rose, I have made promises to your mum today,
and I extend these to you.
and I extend these to you
From this day forward,
from this day forward.
you are and always will be
You are and always will be
a part of our family.
a part of our family.
Fantastic. A strong tradition in a wedding ceremony is to exchange rings for a couple to seal their vows. Wedding rings today are a billion-dollar sentiment of love, but no one can really say for sure when this age-old tradition actually started. Some people that the oldest recorded exchange of wedding rings come from ancient Egypt, around 4,800 years ago. Sedges, rushes and reeds growing alongside the well-known papyrus were twisted and braided into rings for fingers and other decorative ornaments worn by people. The circle was the symbol of eternity, with no beginning or end, not only to the Egyptians but many other ancient cultures. The hole in the centre of the ring has a lot of significance. It wasn't just considered a space, but rather a gateway or door leading to things and events both known and unknown. Giving of these rings signifies the never-ending and immortal love that you have promised today. I invite Lauren to please come forward.
With this ring I wed you,
Pledge my faithful love,
I pledge my faithful love,
and give you my love,
and give you my love,
and all that I am.
and all that I am.
You and Libby over here. With this ring I wed you,
With this ring I wed you,
and pledge my faithful love,
and pledge my faithful love,
and give you my love,
I give you my love,
and all that I am.
and all that I am.
We have heard the promise that you have made to each other and to Rose. We recognise and respect the bond you have made. May you retain the strength that you need to keep the promises you have made to each other. As you have promised before us to share your life together and to love each other according to your vows and have exchanged rings, I ask that you now take your candle and together light your wedding candle, the igniting of a flame that now lights as one. May the sun continue to rise for you each day, and in times of darkness know that your candle burns bright when you stand together. It is with this blessing that I, as your celebrant, am also authorised by this great country of ours that I can now pronounce you husband and wife. Philip, you may kiss your bride. As we proceed to the signing of the register, I invite you all to make sure you have a drink so that we can make a toast to Philip and Chloe at the end. I'll invite Jenna and Paul forwards as witnesses to help sign the register.
Come on, Paul. You did well.
Yeah, perfect. And then if you sign the other one in the same space, and then you just make sure you sign it on the right. We'll do the same, just on the left. Fantastic.
I'm going to sign Philip Energy.
All right.
When I sign.
Jenna, if you come and sign first these two documents straight under your name. And just under Philip's signature. Fantastic. I'm just going to sign these. Alright, if you just stay here, we'll put it just here.
Talking well. Now you realise it's going. Is she going? Is she going? Just think, your Chloe could be the Chloe.
Marriage certificate, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so now we've got a little wine ceremony to do. And then we're done.
I've seen the photos.
Good. How we going?
Yeah. Is there big inside? No, there's glass up there.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if we could just come back so that we could finish off this ceremony now. Beautiful, thank you. Final word from me. Chloe and Philip have a love for wine, almost as strong as their love for each other, which was evident when they were first together. It is with wine that they first bonded and shared their first memories together. Philip's family have bought a bottle of wine from Singapore, and Chloe's from local South Australia. As they pour the wine together into this decanter, it symbolises their individual lives becoming one. It is with this toast that we honour the newest married couple, Philip and Chloe. To Philip and Chloe.
Thank you very much. Done that.
And we've got another.
Yeah, all good? Thank you.